Evening, folks. Welcome back to the final rounds of Kerb Clipper Storm Championship Group A Challenge from Sanoma with me, your host Fry. It's the final rounds of the season. All the championships are finished. Atu's the champion. Nico's the Pro-Am champion. But we're here for the final rounds to have some fun, as always. Just at the end of practice. And Johnny B's fastest, but it's pretty close at the top. So Johnny B's leading the way in the Ford. Just about to set another time. Is he going to go quicker? No. So in the practice times, it's pretty close between the Ford, the Merc, and the Beamer. And a bit of a gap back to Atu. I don't think put a proper time in. Alright, so as always, we've got 15 minutes qualifying to go now. Grid is a bit depleted tonight. It's the final rounds, it's always kind of the way. But also Angie's lost her internet, which is unfortunate for Angie. Big hello to Angie. She watches this back. Shame she's not here tonight. We might have one or two more to join, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we got all the front runners here. All the main players. Johnny B in the Ford, Atu in the Ford. Blank in the BMW. Dazza in the Merc. We're going to be chasing them in today. Looks like the Merc's basically on pace for the first time this season. It's finally come to life. Potentially. That's been right up at the sharp end. I'll stick with Dazza for a bit. Try these guys so they get their out laps finished. Head out on the first proper laps of qualifying. Hope everyone's still doing alright out there in lockdown times as we ride on board with Motor Dazza. Guys, whoa, loses on the curb. Easy to do. Up onto the hill. Won't be setting pole this lap. Brambo's joining for a bit of a guest appearance. Pick the Cozzy. Cozzy's going to melt his tyres tonight, basically. That's the lowdown. We're in light cloud conditions. Blank file set his BMW up to be nice and consistent. Manage the heat. Might not have the all outright pace in qualifying, but he'll probably be quite fast race pace. Not quite sure where the Audi's at. We'll find out soon enough. And then we've got Brambo, Atu and Johnny B, three fast Fords. All yet to set a time. Mouth managed to do here. He disqualified himself, speeding in the pit lane maybe. Might be a bit of a short qualifying from Noah there. So Johnny B's on provisional pole, just set the lap 1:39.5. He's got 3 tenths of an advantage over the BMW blank file. On a 1:39.8 at the moment. Those are 2 decent laps from the pro drivers at the front of the field. With Audi's yet to set a time. Nico's just coming around to the final corner here actually. Might have a chance to improve. Seems to get a little bit bogged down on apex, or is that just a bit of light work? Smashes the wall. A bit weird. Probably been an improvement though still. I think there's still 5 seconds of pace. So. Yet to get a clean lap in Nico. See how mad the Ford is through these S's. Pretty controlled from Johnny actually. It's tiptoed really, isn't it? Compared to how most cars come through here. Fighting the wheel spin as always. Cosworth style up to the line. Any quicker? Nope. Just under 9 minutes left to go in qualifying. 1.5 seconds separating the top 5. Kit's done quite well to get out there actually. Decent lap from Kit Novelli. Been back racing for a couple of weeks now as he probably loses on the grass. But showing some good speed the last couple of weeks, Kit has. Brambo's up there as you'd expect. 1.1 seconds off the pace, but in 3rd spot at the moment. And Dazzler, who I tipped for potential pole position. It's 1.4 seconds back, but still good enough for 5th. Hey Angie, shame you're not in the race, mate. Angie's Team Dazzler, Team Mercedes-Benz for the win. Right, we're just coming up to about halfway to go. Johnny B's still holding the pole position at the moment. Just had a blank file. Blank file's come around here to complete another lap. See if he can go any better, or he might be heading out on that lap. Wide on board if he is. Try to. Looks like it's the BMW's best track as well tonight. So BMW and the Merc slightly less miles at the pace than they have been. Still not exactly on the pace, but somewhere near the pace. Blank file picks his way down towards the carousel. Pretty tidy lap so far. Has to wait on the throttle as Free goes at the throttle, trying to pick his exit point. Now got 6 cars separated by that 1.5 seconds. He's got himself up in the mix. through the final corner, black file. Chasing a potential BMW pole, which would be a turn up for the books. Even around here, I would say. If he was to nick it. Oh, he does get quicker as well. Just a fraction quicker. Shaves about a tenth of the time. Looks like he might have lost a little bit of time there. Everyone except for Motors. Actually, Motors out on track, so I'm not quite sure what that red mark next to his name is. 1 grid place penalty. Well, that'll be no problem if he starts in 11th anyway. Oh, Daz has stolen pole. I tipped him for pole. He's got it by 8 thousandths of a second. 1:39.553 for Dazza. Whoops, he just skips across the curve there. Great like that. Shame he missed that, but he's done it. Johnny B's got to respond now. Black File's in the pits, getting fresh tyres as well. So those two head out again. Here comes Johnny B down to the final complex. What's the final hairpin? Johnny B respond, he only needs to find 8 thousandths. One of my days. Finds a whole 200ths of a second, which pings him up to a massive lead of 17 hundredths of a second. And snatches pole back from Dazza. Great stuff from Johnny. It's close at the top. Blankfold's still under 3 tenths, and then there's a little gap back to a big bunch of cars floating around a second back. Got Brambo, Atto in the Fords, Kit who's put in a good lap in that Merc, and then Nico struggling a little bit in the Audi here tonight, it looks like. Then we got Kevs, Satis and Redwood from rounding out the top 10 and Motormap in 11th, and like I said earlier, quite a few drivers missing tonight. Various reasons, but it's all good. Still got enough to put a good race on it. And it is the final round of the championship. Atto is already our champion, currently down in 5th spot, but you don't mind. He's already wrapped up the championship last week at Rouen Les Start. And Nico is our Pro-Am champion in that Audi, so it's all done and dusted as far as the championship goes. The trophy and medal have been awarded. Just got 2 more rounds, and then next week we're going to be doing some Automobilista. A bit of a jam lobby, and then I'll be announcing the next Project Cars Championship for Monday nights soon in the Discord, once I figure out what it is, because I haven't really got a clue at the moment. We've been on this game for a long time now, we've driven everything. I might repeat something. While I've been yabbering away, Atto's nicked pole, so he's actually gone in super quick. That's 2 cars blended together, that's why that looks weird. But Atto smashed in a 1:39.3. Just as I was talking about how he won the championship, he went and snatched pole position away from Johnny and Dazza battle, where they traded it by hundredths of a second. And now Atto is on pole with a 1:39.3, ahead of Johnny B on 1:39.5. He's got a chance to respond here, still 1 minute 45 seconds on the clock. Dazza down to 3rd. Even though that Merc, like I said, is showing the best pace it's shown all season. Same for we said for the BMW, only 5 tenths off of pole position. And Blankfire reckons he's got a good race set up on that car, so we'll definitely keep an eye out for the BMW in the race. Brambo's guest appearance, he's the one currently more from Atto, doing alright in 5th at the moment, on 1.3 seconds off the pace. Johnny B might have a chance to get around this lap and get another one in, I think. The Bratu, that mixed livery is. Yep, that's Trippy. Johnny B round again. Can he take pole position back from Blankfall? Oh, sorry, from Blankfall's gone quicker. That's why I said I got those names mixed up, because that caught my attention. He's only 4/10 back now. Johnny B across the line. Gonna get one more chance. Is in the pits, so we'll just check where Dazza is. Dazza's just started a lap. Blank's just on the lap as well. These guys are all in a line. Cool, so we've got Blank, Dazza and Johnny one at a time. Coming over the... Oh no, who's in it? So Dazza's actually leading, then Blank. Then Johnny. Yeah, these three of the guys left chasing pole. So Dazza's the first man on track. All Johnny B's bailed out, so it's down to these two for pole now, potentially. Or he's going to take it once again. He's been the master of qualifying this season in that Ford. These two looking good for the S's. Like I keep saying, it's the BMW and the Mercedes finally coming to life after they've been battered all championship long by the Ford and the Audi. Not been quick enough. Sonoma's suiting them a lot better. And they're getting at least one run where they're going to be competitive tonight. Which is probably the best thing about tonight, actually, to be fair. I felt for the guys in the Merc in the Beam all season. Oh, Dazza just loses it coming out the final hairpin. Blank doesn't, keeps his foot in it. No, he doesn't, he bails out as well. So there we go, that's how they're going to start them. Just Nico out on track, still trying to improve. He's going slowly. So we're going to go to round 13, which is a 15-minute sprint race. And then round 14 is going to be a reverse grid draw 20-minute race. And the reverse grid draw will be made between places 6 and places 9 tonight, because we've only got 11 drivers. But that's to come. That's right, I'm just going to try out. So we've got a 2-minute waiting screen we have to wait on. So I'm not going to do the grid like I've been doing on this screen. I'm going to do the grid on this screen, because then I can do it while they're sorting themselves out. So we've got a 2-minute hold screen now. Got Atu from pole, championship winner, championship leader, winner, everything. Second place Johnny B alongside him on the front row in the Fords. Coming good once again in qualifying, even though the Mercedes-Benz of Dazza and Blankfall are much closer than they have been, making up row 2. And we got Kevs and Brambo on row 3. Kit and Nico on row 4. Satis and Redwood on row 5. Motormouth on row 6. And then quite a few missing drivers, like I said. But enough to go racing with. Have a look at Atu's view to the first corner. Sweeps away up the hill. Sort of open left-hander into a very, very sharp right at the brow of the hill. It's a sketchy first corner, but it does normally work out alright. I think we're getting ready to go. And there's still a minute to go. Yeah, so sweeps up to the left. Sharpening right-hander. It normally kind of goes alright. Why am I saying stuff like that? It's going to go horribly wrong now. There's a bit of a pinch point, but because you're braking up the hill, it's a bit off camber as well, to be fair. Yeah, it's pretty technical. Technical circuit Sanoma, as we know. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. I think that's why the Mercedes and the BMW have come good a little bit. The power of the Ford doesn't really get a chance to stretch its legs too much. It does enough though, because they're still 1-2 on the grid. So we're going to get ready to go racing there pretty soon. Round number 13 of the Kerb Clippers Touring Car Championship Group A Challenge. Here from Sanoma. It's kind of a rubbish starting grid camera, but we'll stick with it. We'll see how it goes off the line from pole. Not very well. Johnny B's going to do him off the line. And Dazza and Blankfall. So Atu goes from 1st to 4th. Brambo hangs on to 5th. Come through in the background. He's okay at the top of the hill. Side by side, still pretty much too wide the whole way through, but everyone's through nice and cleanly. Johnny and Blank File side by side for second place. Dazzle runs away at the lead. Big chance for Dazzle this is. Mercedes gets away clean at the lead and gets a bit of a gap as Brambo gets turned around. So we've got Dazzle with a 2-second gap from Johnny B, Blank File, Attu, and then we've got Kit, Kerb, Perez, Size, Redwood, Motormouth, Brambo recovering at the back, gets away from the spin. He won't have any damage, he'll have a bit of chance to come back now. As Attu has a look up the inside, using the forward power. Oh, it sort of makes Blank File run a little bit wide, but he'll carry the speed. It was Johnny B slow. Johnny B spun, or had a little moment on corner exit, spun the tyres. Then he goes side by side through the S's. Kit goes on the grass in the background, but he'll get away with that. Whoa, cross start, it's going to hang on to it. Awesome driving, not very fast, but it looked great. So Dazzle leads the way by about 2 seconds now from Blank File. Second place, Johnny being third. That is still full. Kit found himself up to 5th place. So as there's Johnny B is making a move. He's going to get past Blank down the main straight. That is where the Ford can stretch his legs. Good battle at the front actually. Tough to call this one at the moment. He's top 4. I think any one of these top 4 can still win it. Kit's still just hanging off the back of him as well in 5th place. In fact, Size is quite close as well, and Nico as well. Not a lot of field spread at the moment, so it'll come through. Brambo's already recovered up to the back of the tail end of the Pro-Am. Now Blackfire's got himself back up into 2nd place, and Johnny B is down into 4th. So Johnny's a little error there, dropped himself back 2 spots. This is all playing into Dazzle's hands. He's got a 3-second lead now. Mercedes, BMW, 1-2 at the front. Who'd have thought it? Ooh, Kit's, that's why I saw Kit on the grass earlier. He's a little bit lagging. Oh, bit disconnect. He'll be alright. Check out these two mines. Battle for 6th. Saturday 7th driver of the season so far. Hasn't been particularly quick in this car, doesn't suit him as we keep saying. But he's going well up in the points. Nico shows a nose up the inside. Little nudge. Nico loses out. Fair enough, isn't it? So, Dazzle leads the way by 2.6 seconds from Blank File and Attu. Come on board with 4th place Johnny B looking at the 3rd spot on the podium. So 11 minutes left to go. Looking pretty good for Daz, maintaining that lead. He was actually the fastest man on track last time around as well, with a 40.3, fastest lap 2 of the race. Blank File was the next closest on a 40.8, and then nobody else made it to the 40s. 41.7 from Attu behind. So it does look like the Ford is cooking its tyres. The Sanoma heat in the race, it can do a hot lap, but its pace in the race at the moment at the hands of Attu and Johnny B doesn't quite seem to be able to match the BMW and the Merc. We found a circuit for the Merc, and does it convert into a win? I hope so. He's got 14-time Kerb Pivot champion Blank File in his rearview mirror, who's matching his lap times. Okay, so now they're settling in. 40.6, 40.7, 40.9, 40.6 from the top 4. Kit Novelli running 5th, just dropping off the back of those 4 a little bit. And then the battle with Satis and Nico rages on for 6th place. And Redwood in 8th in the BMW. Motormouth in 9th in the Mercedes, and Kerb in 10th in the Mercedes. And then Brambo's had a few more dramas in the 4, but he's still on the tail end. Battling over that final point. Johnny B looks to put pressure on Atty. Johnny B missed a couple of rounds because of the connection issue. Kicked him out of both races 1 week, which kind of cost him a chance of having a good proper run at the championship with Atty. He's been fast all season, as he usually is. Be hoping to try and get one over on Atty tonight, if he possibly can. Does look like there's a bit of a rhythm at the front now. These 4 breaking away. Oh, as Johnny B gets a little bit too much curve there, he might go, he goes sideways. Takes the forward for a slide. Kit's going to be coming through. Kit gets 4th place, yep. Hopefully Johnny can get it rolling, get out of harm's way. As the Satis and Nico battle comes burning past. It costs him 2 more spots. Bit of work for Johnny B to do now then. Lead at the front, 1.8 seconds. Daz had a slightly slower lap that time, he lost about a second to Blank File. Did a 141.4, Blank File's 140.3. And Atty with 3rd spot was actually the fastest man on a 40.1, so the battle at the front is, it looks like that. Daz has still got a bit of a lead, and then Atty's back here in 3rd place, so we'll keep on this one. Satis running up in 5th place, by the way. Awesome drive from Satis. Come alive at Sanoma tonight. Johnny B gets a little wiggle on it to try and use the extra power to forward. Nico doesn't defend too hard, he might get 2 of them in one go here. Lunges it up the inside, Satis polite as always. Nico has to looks to take advantage of that. That was quite beautiful actually. Could go wrong here as I side by side into the S's. Good drive in. Johnny B does it. Oh, Johnny B sort of got on the brakes to try and back out of it a bit and ended up sort of just hitting Nico in the worst place. But a bit unfortunate that. I thought I might mess it up because it was just too well choreographed through the 2 90-degree right-handers. Brambo pressurising Motormouth and Redwood in the battle for 8th. To go sliding around the outside. Worth a go. Over the Motormouth side by side. Brambo and Kev in the background. Decent move, Redwood. Hangs on to that one. Oh, Blank File's just creeping up on the back of Dazza here. 1.1 seconds. Race for the lead could be on. It's tyre temperature nightmare, I've been told. So potentially Blank's tyres might be lasting a little bit better than Dazza's here. Dazza seems to just be, there was only 3 tenths in it last time round, but Blank File's just chipping away. Half a second now. He's just dropped off the back, 4.3 seconds back now, so I think he's made a mistake on that last lap. So it looks like a 2-man race for the lead, unless they start holding themselves up. We lost somebody from the race as well. Is that Motormouth retired? I think Motormouth retired. We missed what happened to Motormouth. He was right in this battle though, so I assume he's come a cropper with something to do with Brando, Kerb or Redwood. Battling for these final points. Brando has a look up the inside. He'll get that one done. Himself up into 9th for now. Might have the power here to get past Redwood as well, yeah. Up into 8th. Right, this is on now. On for the lead. Dazza versus Blankfart. Just 4 minutes to go on the clock. Probably going to be another 3 laps after this. It might be close, this might be not on the lap coming up now actually. But again, Blankfart was quicker on the last lap, there were fanciest chances here. Reined that lead in from about 2 seconds, it was about 3 seconds for a lot of the race, down to 2 seconds for a while. And then he's caught right on the back of Dazza pretty quick here. I think for a look at the inside, Dazza will cover that. Nothing doing into the apex. Ooh, Dazza does run a little bit wide actually. Not wide enough. So this will be the penultimate lap. 2 laps to go. For Dazza to hang on for his first win of the season. Would be an amazing achievement. For Blankfart to get his first win in the season would be an amazing achievement. Both these guys have suffered this season in these cars. Like I keep saying, they just the Beamer and the Merc just haven't been the OP cars to choose. But they've stuck it out. They've had some decent results. They've nicked a couple of podiums each. But neither of them has bagged a win yet. Dazza just getting a little bit of an advantage again now, just getting a little bit of breathing room. Atty's still in 3rd, Kit's in 4th, running well. With Johnny B just coming up behind him just to maybe put a little bit of pressure on, but we'll keep an eye on his battle for the lead. Everyone else is sort of as they were. Brambo's dropped off the back in 10th. Just has left Kerbs and Redwood battling for 8th. Maybe just a little bit off apex there. Oh, right, that curve heavy. Pretty quick though. Breaking down into a hairpin. Blankfart much later on the brakes, nearly makes contact. Crossing a bit on the exit as we head to take the white flag. Start the last lap. Round number 13. Kerb Touring Car Championship Group A Challenge. Comes down to this. Dazza versus Blankfart. Mercedes versus BMW. Nice line from Dazza. Holds the speed well. So the carousel for the final time. Oh, a little bit wide there maybe. Should be alright there. He's built himself a bit of a buffer again as Dazza's got 6 tenths on Blankfart at the moment. Maybe just snatches a little front inside lock there. Gets away with it though. Coming through, 1-2. Oh, Dazza just tips a bit of curb. He's going to get away with it. Into the hairpin for the final time. Melted Dazza. On the brakes hard. Gets it turned in. Blankfart's right there. He's on the rear bumper, but he's not going to be able to do anything about it. Dazza's going to get a win. Round number 13. Goes to Melted Dazza. Great drive. Great win for Dazza. First win of the season for Mercedes-Benz and Dazza. Blankfart, a very respectable second place in the BMW. He's going to cross the line in 3rd. Johnny's going to hang on for 4th. He's actually stolen 4th off Kit Novelli on the last couple of laps, so we missed that while we were watching the battle for the lead, but that's a change. So Johnny's got himself into 4th. Kit crosses the line in 5th, still decent speed from Kit. And then we've only got 8 runners left actually, but a couple more retirements towards the end, so Satis is going to come across the line in 6th. Decent points for Satis, just ahead of Nico in 7th, and then Redwood's coming through the hairpin in 8th, and we've lost Brambo and Kerbs and Motormouth for late race incidents there, but they'll be back for round 13, race number 2 tonight, which will make the reverse grid tour for in a second. So we actually lost someone from the session entirely, but hopefully they'll be back for the next round. So Dazza takes the win, Blankfall gets 2nd place, Atto in 3rd, Johnny B 4th, Kit in 5th, Satis in 6th, Nico gets 7th, Redwood gets 8th, and then retirements Brambo, Motormouth and Kevs. And we will just get the lobby set up for round 14 and make the reverse grid drawn out. Only have 8 finishes, so I guess we'll just do a Siri, pick a random number between 6 and 8.
It's 8.
That's going to flip all the finishes on their head. Right, we've still got, oh, cool, we got all 11 in there, so we'll just quickly get this set up, folks. 20-minute race this time, and we'll be going straight into it from a safety car start. Right then, we'll just get this loading up now. It's got the grid ready in Discord. So for the 20-minute round number 14, the final round of the championship, the grid is going to look like this. Redwood's going to go off from pole in the BMW, Nico in the Audis in 2nd, Satis in the Mercedes in 3rd, and then you've got Kit in 4th place, Johnny in 5th place, Atto in 6th place, Blank in 7th, and then round 13 winner Dazza in 8th spot. And then we'll just sort of stick them in as they retired / disconnected. So Brambo's going to be 9th, Motormouth's going to be 10th, and Kevs will go from 11th place. And this race starts at the beginning of lap number 2 after we get ourselves into order. In lap 1 they'll just be adding a little bit more fuel, and then we're going to go racing in the Group A for the final time on the Project Cars 2 Curve Clippers Monday night Group A challenge. It's been a good season, it's been a lot of fun to watch, but we've said it before and we'll say it again, next season we're going to put everyone in the same car, because the Ford and the Audi were just a little bit too good in different ways, in different times, at different tracks. But there's been a lot of good wheel-to-wheel action, some amazing passing moves, a lot of good side-by-side racing, a few incidents. It's been a good touring car season basically. A couple of massive crashes actually. Then we'll see them off in style from a 20-minute Sanoma GP race with the reverse grid draw. Let's put race winner Dazza back in 8th spot. Nice leisurely start. Get a chance to watch these guys cruise around. We're on the final time. 7 weeks we've been at this. Bit of a shame we don't have a big championship cliffhanger to the side, but I wonder if the Mercedes of Dazzle will be able to make much progress from 8th, or whether the traffic will be a bit too much. Ford traffic's hard to get by as well, as we know, isn't it? Because it holds you up through the corners and it's faster than you down the straight. And there's quite a bit of fast Ford traffic ahead of him. Ooh, Kevs has just disconnected again. Bad times. It's obviously having a bit of an issue, isn't it? Unfortunate end of the season there for Kevs. Double disconnect. This happened to Blank File 1 week, and then it happened to Johnny B another week, if I remember rightly, this season. Still been some weird connection stuff. Right, here we go then. Coming around to start the final round of the season. The last bit of Group A action. Redwood's going to lead the way in the BMW. Nico and the Audi hot on his heels. Get ready to see Redwood go for it out of the final hairpin. Looks like he's... But to be honest, if I was Redwood, I'd go for it now, nice and quick. Just get everyone by surprise, get the field spread out. He's got a bit overexcited there, got away with it. Redwood goes. And round 14 is green. The ball with Dazzler and P8. This is what the reverse grid draw always does, it just stacks everybody up at the start. Satis has got himself up into P2 ahead. Blank File makes a bit of a mistake, ducks wide. We're going to try and go around the outside of him. Looks like that's going to work out. He might still be on the inside. He is still on the inside. Look at that, that's the blind spot. That's classic sim racing blind spot. He was still there. Blank File hangs on. Redwood still leads the way. From Nico, Satis in third. Kit and Johnny have a little touch on entry. Both get away with it. The two very similarly painted green and yellow and white cars come to a small blow. Very similar those two, isn't it? Kit has a little look up the inside of Satis, sorry. Satis does well to hang on there. Kit loses out. Johnny's going to go through out, he's going to try and follow around the outside. Proper train here, Brambo's on the end of it as well. Satis falls back to third, that's too fast for tuck up his inside. And as Nico makes a move for the lead, these cameras down the bottom end of this track are all too close to the circuit, aren't they? Hard to get a zoomed out view, there's a touch there, Johnny B might be in trouble. Where's he going? Where's he gone? Is he alright? He's on the grass. He's mowing. He's going to pop up in the left hand side here somewhere. There he is. He'll lose places, but he survives. Drops himself down to 9th place. Costly, but he's still going without any damage, so he's alive. Nico's got himself up into the lead in the Audi. Redwood's still hanging on in a strong second. Satis runs a little bit wide. Blankfire gets up his inside. Brambo looks to follow. Brambo gets up to fifth spot. Chaotic reverse grid race. As usual. Oh, big lock up, Brambo. He takes out Blankfire. It's collected by Kit. Oh dear, big accident. Blankfire's on his roof. That Johnny B just turning him over, maybe. Giving him a hand. Oh, we saw half of that, and it was obviously carrying on down the hill. But the fallout of that is, Nico's in the lead 2.6 seconds ahead of Redwood. Everyone else has just had a massive accident, wiped themselves out, but Dazza's got himself up into first. So Dazza, winner from the last race, has got a chance here. He's managed to avoid the carnage, which seems to have taken out everybody else in the pro category. Yep, Satis and Motormouth. Yeah, so Johnny B's in 6th, because Johnny B's little excursion off the road had him a little bit behind all of that chaos. But then everyone else got damage in that kit. Blankfire rolled over. Atu waited, so I wonder if Atu felt guilty, because that's a suspiciously clean, as did Brambo by the looks of it. With a bit of double guilt there from Atu and Brambo, maybe just waited for Blankfire. They would have come drifting through the second to last corner. And then Atu, after waiting unceremoniously, steps up the inside of the battered Blankfire. 4-second lead for Nico though, because he's jumped out and he's got ahead. Now Redwood and Dazza fighting in a P2. Dazza won't want to waste too much time there. Looks like he's just going to try and roll around the outside. Yep, gets it done. Oh, Redwood unlucky there. Just a little bit offline and just caught the marbles. Splits him off. A couple of positions off. Satis running up in a podium spot. P3, Satis. P4 Motormouth, P5 Redwood. These guys taking full advantage of the dramas ahead. Johnny looks around the outside of Redwood. Drifts it right on the outside of Redwood. Tidy. Johnny B's still in this, you know. 7.3 seconds back. He's only 4 seconds. He's 4 seconds behind Dazza. 30 minutes to go. Possibility. He can clear through the Pro-Am traffic that he's currently running with. Good performance from all the Pro-Am guys tonight though, to be fair. They're all driving well. 2.8 seconds the gap between the top two at the moment as Redwood just smacks a cone. Loses a bit of momentum. Puts himself under pressure from Kit. He might look try to swoop around the outside there. Does so. Will he hold it? Ooh, a little bit of help from the grass. I think it'll be alright. Yeah, he's good. Who was that around? That was Motormouth around, was it? In the complex I just saw? No? What was... There's definitely a silver Mercedes. Was it Dazza maybe now? No, wait, it was Dazza. Dazza falls back to 6 seconds off the lead. So Nico's looking... Nico's sitting pretty for another win here in the Audi. Took advantage of the rain at Imola to get back-to-back wins. Audi's four-wheel drive system. But he might get a win in the dry air if he keeps driving like this. So it was Dazza. We saw him around. He was just in the distance. But it looks like he spun either going into the hairpin or exiting the hairpin. Cost himself about 3 seconds. And actually Satis is now pretty close to P2. Got Satis and Motormouth flying here in the Mercedes-Benz. Repping Pro-Am up at the front. Johnny B just looks to the inside here of Motormouth. Motormouth gives him racing room. Top 5 for Motormouth would be awesome. Top 5 for Satis again would be awesome. Podium would be even better. Now Dazza's not just... I mean, I guess he made a mistake on the last lap, didn't he? That's why, because we can see, we know he can lap in the 140 zeros. They were racing in the 140s, the 141s in round 13. So Nico's currently lapping the 143.2s. We'll see what he does this time round. Comes across the line and finish lap number 5. 143.4. So Nico's kind of consistent in the 143s. Dazza is hitting a Yeah, 141.6. Yeah, so that gap is by no means insurmountable for DIZ here. He could be with him in a couple of laps if he keeps this up. SRY-DIZ still running in third. Johnny B getting a bit closer in fourth. Hits now in fifth, so something's happened to Redwood. We've missed it, but he's now down into ninth spot. Unlucky for Redwood, he was running well. And then Blackfell seems to have a turn of pace in that BMW, even though he's missing most of the rear end of it. Kit gets a bit crossed up. Coming over the top of the hill. Loses a couple of spots. Blackfell's not slow, looks like a pretty clean rollover. He's lost his spoiler, but he obviously wasn't using it anyway. So there's Brambo, and there's that. So that is had some more dramas we've missed, I think. And you can possibly see why from the angle that Ford's on. As Brambo goes in the fence, Brambo goes in the fence hard in the Ford, hard. That is going to be crinkled. Not as bad as I thought, maybe, but that'll make it even more exciting for the rest of the race, the handling wise. And he gets up into sixth. And Johnny B gets up into third. Probably has a wobble. 9 minutes left. 2.6 seconds the gap at the front now. DIZ has got to fancy his chances of going back-to-back wins here. We've had quite a few back-to-back winners this season, haven't we? Pretty sure Artie did it. Nico did it. If DIZ was to do it here. So a bit of a rare one normally with the reverse grids, but people have managed to pick their way through. Oh, something to Nico. Nico's made a mistake, so Nico's already dropped down into sixth. He's off the road now, and he's badly smashed up. It looks like he's gone in on the entrance to the S's. He was kind of coming up the hill then, wasn't he? Oh no, he's not even that far. Top of the hill, turn 2. So he's potentially clipped the wall on the inside, or impressive to have that much damage coming up into turn 1 and turn 2. Well, that is a ruined Audi. So from the lead, Nico's dropped it. Put the starter into the lead. 4.2 seconds ahead of Johnny B. SRY-DIZ back up into a podium spot. And status angle here. There's the battered and bruised BMW of Blank File emerging on the horizon in the rearview mirror, along with the blue Ford of Atto. Championship winner Atto. 12 seconds off the leader at the moment, but still possibly in a sniff of a podium. As we've lost somebody from the race as well. The Kerb's just going to stop down to 9 runners. 7 minutes to go, 7.5 minutes to go. Field a little bit spread out. We'll count them across the line. DIZ leads the way. Johnny B in second, 3.6 seconds back. SRY-DIZ hanging on to that third podium spot once again. 7 seconds behind. Got a 2.7 gap to Blank File. And then another 2-second gap back to Atto. Top 5 separated by 11.3 seconds. 7 minutes left on the clock for round number 14, the grand final. Here at Sanoma, like cloud conditions. Tyres on the Ford, probably stupid number of degrees at the moment. All Johnny B's off the road. So DIZ now enjoy. So that's DIZ's close competition, drops it. Just a little mistake, not too much damage. But it's cost him a good 3 seconds. Loving this SRY-DIZ performance tonight. This is the story of the day for me, I think. Actually, no, DIZ winning the race is the story of the day so far. Of course it is. But a clear second is SRY-DIZ. It was just his result in round 13 was good enough. I think it was a top 6 or top 5, and to be running up in a podium position here. Definitely SRY-DIZ's best performance of the season. He's found something in that Merc. Saying that, Blankfire will do well to recover up to third if he does get it after that barrel roll down the carousel that we saw a bit of, but not the main event of, unfortunately. Sort of saw the start of it, but I think we definitely missed, or at least I missed with my eyeballs when it was happening, Blank actually rolling over, but we caught the sort of start of the incident. But unfortunately we're looking at other cars. And was that who goes a bit cross country? Oh, Sass and Black. Great stuff. Both get away with it. Blankfire looks to the outside this time. Let's try and maybe do the over and under. Through the carousel, nothing doing there. Sass covers that one off brilliantly. Under 5 minutes to go of the race now. And under 5 minutes to go of the championship. Sass breaks on the inside, covers the line well. A little bit slow through the apex. Black might have a chance here. Hangs it around the outside. Nice driving by Blankfire. Takes the third spot away. Now Sass has got Atty to worry about. That's a 7.2 seconds in the lead now. Looking good for the double back-to-back win. That was a bit of tyres. Nom nom nom. That's going to give Satis a very good chance to hang on to fourth spot. Which would be a great result. Let's check in with Daz in the lead. What a fantastic performance tonight from Daz. He started 8th in this race as well. After the reverse grid drop. Missed out on the chaos. Drove through the carnage. Got himself out in the lead. Johnny made a little mistake when he was about 3 seconds back. And now Daz is lapping quick enough to enjoy these last couple of laps. And it will be 2 laps to go. And he comes around to start this one. Rambo drifting. Might have a chance to just nick 6th here. Rambo's got a tiny bit of damage, but I think Kit's got a bit more than a tiny bit. He struggles to even get the thing turned in there. Battle for P6. Big snake in 11 left on the tarmac there by Rambo. Torturing those rear tyres. Whoa! Whoa! Hang on to it! Oh, lucky man. Whoa, he goes for a wild ride. That might be Brambo's race done. He looks like he might just chill in the pit lane. It's going to give Redwood 7th spot. Yeah, Bambo retires. We're down to 7 runners. It's a proper war of attrition. It's like the final race of the season should be. Blankfire's made a mistake. Satis is up into 3rd. Satis back on the podium. Blankfire's lost it coming down the hill. Or possibly on those curbs on exit. But whatever he's done, he's cost himself about 3 or 4 seconds, and it's enough for Satis to nick back up onto the podium. That would be a great story. Well, here we go, coming down the hill for the penultimate time to take the white flag is Melted Daz up. Johnny B's coming through the S's. Satis leading this little group of 3 into the S's. As Blankfire loses 4 spot, he gets a little slide on as well. They're battling now. This could be the chance that Satis needs, just for these 2 to hold each other up. Dazza comes around to take the white flag. White flag in the air for Dazza. This is the view from Black File. In the battle for third, the final spot on the podium. Can Satis hang on? Under big pressure here from the two most decorated drivers at Kerb. He's got Blank File and Atu right in behind him. Almost 30 outright championships between them. Can Satis hang on here? Satis is of course himself our most decorated Pro-Am driver with the most Pro-Am wins to his name. He's got these two to hang on to behind him. Some great stuff from Satis. What a drive! Oh no, the Ford Power's just catching him now. Oh, he's got to defend. That is right on him. That is on the outside. He nicks it away on the final lap. But coming around to the hairpin to make it 2 wins from 2 tonight. And wrap up round number 14. And the final race of the championship. Melted Dazza for the win. Twice in a day. Well done, Dazza. Great drive. Awesome stuff. Back-to-back wins for Dazza in the Mercedes-Benz. Johnny B's coming home in second place. And what is happening back here? I assume we're going to see Atu. Yep, Johnny B finishes second. Atu's going to just... Oh, Black Fast come around the outside. Can Satis hang on to 4th? It's a drag race to the line. I think Black Fast's just going to nick it, but Satis is going to get a solid top 5. Great drive from Satis, all the same. So unlucky to miss out on the podium. Awesome stuff from Satis in 5th. And then Kit's going to come in 6th, and then we're literally down to 7 runners. A fitting end to a touring car season. Kit Novelli comes over in 6th. Kit's been solidly in the points since he came back to the championship about 3 weeks ago. And then Redwood's going to come over as the last runner in 7th place in the BMW after starting from pole and running well at the front early doors. He comes in to finish the race, and then we've lost everybody else that we started with. Redwood crosses the line. And there we go, final race of the championship. Looks like this. Bowser takes the win, Johnny B in second, Atu on the final spot on the podium. And then Blank File, Satis, Kit Novelli, Redwood, and then with the retirements, Brambo, Motormouth, Nico, and we lost Kevs at the start as well. And then congratulations once again to Atu, who is the overall champion, wrapped it up last week, and to Nico Perez, who is the Pro-Am champion. But also congratulations to Dazza and Satis on great drives, and everybody else. Thank you so much for taking part. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. We've got iRacing tomorrow on board with Atu. We've got more Radicals on Wednesday with Motormouth commentating. I'll be back soon with the new Monday Night Championship once I figure out what it is. And we'll be back next week. We're going to do some Automobilista 2 on the PC with some of the iRacing team, so that should be fun. And I will see you all soon when I'm back doing these commentaries on a Monday night. I hope you all stay safe, stay well out there. And thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.